And we're back with some more X4. And today we're starting off light. We have ourselves over here one of those bug infestations, so we're going to send in some of our ships to have a word with them. And by some of our ships, I mean 100 Odysseus Vanguard destroyers. Because of course we are. Because we've got them available, and why would you use anything else? And oh my god, we're going to crash. No. Who's the pilot? Pilot, do something. Oh my god. Okay, I think the biggest victim so far is the frames. The frames are not liking. Oh, right. So let's see if we can't get a better view of what's going on here. My God. Well, yeah, I think we brought enough firepower. Maybe a little bit too much firepower. I mean, you technically can't have too much firepower, but I think they're causing a little bit of a... There might be some friendly fire going on here when fighters get a little bit too close. Well then. That'll make an interesting screenshot at some point. Oh man, I would not like to be a fighter anywhere near this mess. Just no. Oh my god, they're even firing plasma cannons at them. How? How is whatever is there still alive? I presume high-speed evasion maneuvers, but it's got to be like blinding. Eventually they just won't be able to see where they're going due to the sheer quantity of firepower heading in their direction, just causing the sun to be blotted out. Now, are you guys going to actually target that thing? I'm not even sure.
Installation.
86%. Right. Ah, and if we look down there, we can see that our ships are, yeah, not doing this so good. Well then. Yeah, I don't think the game can handle large combats like this very well. We may want to start playing around with formations and things. But I figure this is just a sort of a warm-up where we get to figure out how to use large fleets. Let's try something here, actually. Oh god. That is a big mess of blue. If we were to say grab all of these and just go, what if we just told all of them to attack it? Yeah, there's something that hit us is friendly fire. I know it's not that friendly, but whatever. I would like you to attack with commander. Go for it. Oh my god, we've already lost 3 ships. 2 friendly fire, it's got to be said. It has to be friendly fire, right? Flux capacitors, Nvidium oxide, yeah, we don't care. Alright, all of them should at least now start to try and kill that station. And I was kind of hoping this thing would evaporate a lot quicker than it really is. It's fine. This is just our first test of overwhelming firepower. This mess here is the Vigor Syndicate's details, and it's basically a quick rundown of what enemies they have and what allies they have. They have absolutely 0 allies. Their enemies are, well, a lot of people. Just to put that in perspective, let's go take the Argon. The Argon Federation have this many enemies and a couple of allies at least. Yeah, it's just the way they are. They're basically more of a mafia outfit than anything else, and it's illegal to have food rations, ice, and water. You can't carry any of those. All of those things are issued only to their people, and it's sort of like a little bit of a racket. The problem is if you bring food rations, ice, or water through their territory, they don't like it, and they will arrest your ships, and, you know, all that stuff, and people tend to end up on the wrong side of them. I have never had any problems with them, but it seems there's a lot of hate for these guys, so we're gonna go blow them up. And the thing about them is they're actually right beside us. I had no problems with them, but if we're going to blow them up, we should probably be a bit careful. I have already constructed a defense platform right here to make sure that they can't cause us any issues. But before we go in and start off with them, and they have a lot of ships. They have an awful lot of ships, namely because we've been feeding them hull parts for a long time. But that's okay. That's okay. We've brought enough destroyers, I think. What I want to do now is we want to do a quick bit of an upgrade. Ooh, that's not the Cosmic Cuddler. The Mega Magenta Murder Machine. Dear Lord, some of the names people have provided are, well, let's just say I didn't Google them, so there may be a few names in there I probably shouldn't have had. Oh, actually, no. We need to teleport over there, and then what we need to do is do a few upgrades to our little ship to make it just that little bit more stupidly overpowered. We have come here to our shipyards because I have been informed I'm being a muppet again. It turns out if you upgrade your ship at your own shipyard, doesn't cost you anything. Meaning we can roll as many times as we want, so long as we have the basic items to actually roll with. Now, the thing is, we have actually got the best... Oh, mass drag thing. Actually, we could spin that a few more times to see if we could get that slightly better. I mean, 21%? We can do better, right? Hopefully. Hopefully. Oof. Nope. Nope. That looks about a tiny bit better. I mean, considering 23% is the best you can get, we're off by less than a percentage point in total. I think we'll be fine on that front. Weapon modifications are going to be a bit interesting, though. We were using the basic one, but we do have the option to make one of the high-end ones. Now, this one is pretty much a no-brainer. The Annihilator one seems to be the absolute best. We have to dismantle this one, but let's install this sucker here. Now, this gives a damage bonus, a weapon cooling bonus, a reload bonus, and a sticky projectile bonus. However, I think there's one bad one we can get in there. Actually, yeah, rotation speed. We don't want rotation speed. That is bad. Oh, God, we rolled really unlucky on the reloads. Give me a minute to roll here. After a lot of rolling, this is probably the best I've ever seen. 29% out of 35, 24% out of 35, 97% out of 100, and 14.8% out of a potential 30. So we're losing a little bit on the weapon sticky projectile time. I think this is how much damage a sticky projectile does, and I think that's the kind of weapon we are using. It's a weapon that does damage over time after it hits the target, it kind of burns it like acid in a way. Simplest way to think of it, though. I know it's energy or something, whatever. But yes, it's a dot effect, so this should improve our damage quite substantially. What was our sustained weapon output before this? I think our sustained weapon output just went up by about almost double, and our burst damage almost doubled as well. That's crazy. Well, that also very, very expensive. If you were trying to pay for this without your own shipyard, I don't think you could re-roll this many times to get stuff that good. Turrets, we're not touching. The basic mod is actually the best one for it. It just gives massive bonus and reload damage, and you don't care about the weapon cooling on those. So, yeah, I don't know. That seems kind of broken. Then we've got our extra large shield generators, and there's 3 options here. We can either get... Well, this one here is sort of the balanced version. It gives you a bonus to shield capacity, shield recharge rate, and it reduces the time it takes your shield to start recharging. However, there's a downside to that. It doesn't really matter for large ships, so we don't want that one at all. Then you've got shield recharge rate, or you've got exceptional, or was it a shield capacity? I'm thinking shield capacity is what we're going to be going with here. We're going to dismantle the bandage one. That's the shield recharge rate. And then we're going to install the exceptional shield generator. What's our shields at? 161,000. Well, 162, let's say. We will install this. 40%. Oh, hell no. 40% is way too weak. We were looking for 60-something. Yeah, this could take some rolling, but I think we've got enough tuning softwares that we can afford to. 67.49, that's enough. 271,000 shield capacity. Perfect, perfect, absolutely perfect. I think we are now fully, yep, it's pretty much fully operational. Oh, engines, that was it. I think what we wanted here was, oh yeah, this is where things might get mildly controversial. What we're currently going with is engine forward thrust. It just makes us really, really fast. We have a maximum speed of 666, and that's actually kind of hilarious that that's our max speed. I didn't even realize that. But we're not going to go that way. We're actually going slightly away from main top speed, and we're going to increase our engine travel thrust. The problem is when we try and boost or try and use the travel speed, it takes forever to wind up. So we can always go back to nudger if we really need it. Well, so we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to go with the travel thrust mod. Ooh. That's a lot of things. That is so many. Yeah, I gotta figure out which ones, I'll put up a picture here that shows you all the maximum values you can get, and we're gonna try and spin this a bunch of times and get as close to good as we possibly can. After spinning a bunch of times, I decided to focus on 3 stats. Engine forward thrust, strafe, and rotation. That extra maneuverability is gonna help, and being able to be... that scooch faster is not in normal combat speed is pretty good. Our travel speed is 22 kilometers per second. That's ludicrous. It is absolutely ludicrous. I don't know anything that can travel this fast in the game. Whatever. The rest of these stats, though, the travel mode start, we could have rolled for better ones, but I kind of just like being more mobile in combat, and having better rotation and strafe just really helps in that. Okay, that's it. We're done. We finally have this ship up to spec. In fact, do we have any paint jobs? We have Utopia and the Vindicator. No, that looks pretty weak sauce. Utopia. Nope. We'll just go with the default. Wait a minute. I thought the default was pink. I cancelled out of it, and yeah, we're back to the default pink. Whatever. I mean, we've already committed, plus all of the names people have provided usually have sort of, well, some of them have quite a link to pink, so I suppose changing it now would be a bad idea. Okay then. It's time to go take the Mega Magenta murder machine and go do some mega murdering. We're going to pop over to the adjacent sector where we have our fleet waiting, and we're going to get involved in a really, really big fight. First thing... Oh, yeah, we're going to undock. Ooh. Is that... Why are we traveling so fast all of a sudden? I feel like that was a hell of an acceleration. Okay, what do you go up to? We can do about 500 and change. Grand. Now let's go and get to the next sector. You.
Satellite. Jump gate. Windfall.
Where we are looking to go is behind that factory over there, but that's okay. Let's see what happens if we hit travel mode charging. I want to see if it's a little bit faster spooling up, because that's the biggest slowdown when using this ship is the travel mode. Yeah, you can hear it spinning up, but it takes a while. And as you can see, our factories have grown even more out of control. In fact, I don't think you need factories this big. I know that sounds insane, but yeah, I think we slightly overdid it on the factory sizes. But it's okay. Learn that for the next time around. God, this place feels a little bit too high traffic to be hanging around. And that's our little defense fleet hanging around. Okay, let's go through... Oh, and I'm pretty sure we have our fleet waiting on the opposite side of this, so we should probably slow down before we go through, considering we're doing 13 kilometers a second. Oh, okay.
Entering system. Windfall.
Yep, so, that's our assault fleet. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that's most of them. I can't really tell. You can sort of see the green blobs down there in the radar. That
Defense
over there.
platform.
Defense platform, and we stuck on a little administrative center. This means we can claim the sector as our own. Now, I suppose the plan is we're going to have to go to war with this crowd. We're going to lose ships. A bunch of our ships are going to die because they're going to be in this sector, and actually, I should probably move some of them out. Give me 1 second to remove some of our people, and then we can go declare war. All of our ships have been evacuated. I have gotten the leader of the Odysseus fleet. There's like 100 of them there. Well, 1 commander and then 99 subships. Their job is to follow the Earl King, or wait a minute, sorry.
Please halt. We will be scanning your cargo hold.
Scan our cargo holds all you want. The Mega Magenta murder machine will be moving forward, and hopefully they'll follow us and we'll just murder everything. Though first we have to do one more thing. Where is it? Factions and relations. Vigor syndicate. Declare war. Are you sure you want to declare war? Yeah, this action is not reversible. Perfect. Minus 25. Well, that's going to cause some problems. That's a lot of red right there. Any red stuff ended up in our territory? Nothing too crazy. There's an ice freighter, but that's about it. And we've got pretty good defenses in here and a spare fleet if we need to. Over here, however, things are going to get nasty. Well then.
You've had it now.
No, we've barely started, buddy. We have barely started. We're going to head for their shipyards and try and take that out.
That could be your last mistake.
No, pretty sure
Something hit us.
it's going to be your last mistakes. What did we hit? Were we shooting at someone? Is that someone still alive? I don't think so.
Explosion imminent.
What? Oh. Right. Guys, do you want to follow us? Well, it looks like they're just going to riddle everything that moves. That seems a bit... Okay, we'll wait until they're finished playing. Oh, yeah, there's just some fighters and stuff randomly wandering about the place. Oh.
I'll erase you. Did that even hit me?
I'm pretty sure the erasure is going to be all ours. Unless you've got, like, another 100 destroyers in your back pocket. Reputation lost. Reputation lost. Reputation lost. And that's a lot of bullets.
Why are you shooting me?
We declared war. More dead. More Well, our frame rate is definitely suffering. I know that much. Let's see if we can't get some better... There we go. I will say the guns on this have much better projectile travel speed than your normal flak, which means this thing tends to murder things quite quickly when they get in close. Oh, oh. Oh, look, we've got dancing ships over there. Yeah.
Barbarossa. Explosion imminent.
Oops. I mean, I kind of want to see what we're shooting at the other side, but I also want to see that explosion.
Odysseus.
I think those guys just lost a bunch of turrets. I could see the explosions from here. How's everyone else doing? Pretty good? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I think we accidentally destroyed an asteroid over there as well. Pretty sure we're fine to just stay here and murder everything they throw at us for a while longer. I don't see any of their larger ships showing up just yet. And everything that ends up in here is just getting murdered.
You won't last long.
If you're talking about yourselves, that's pretty much what's happening. You know what? You guys at the rear need to, like, get in there. Are you gonna... I think it's time we just started driving forward. The rest can follow, or not. And we'll just see who ends up dying.
Serious damage.
Who is? Us? Or them? Or everyone? I've got to be sure that the only amount of serious damage going on is the friendly fire, because they're also totally... You know, they're all squished up together, so there's nowhere to shoot. Okay, guys, come on. Start slowly moving this direction. Hopefully you'll spread out a little bit and be less likely to murder each other. We're going to head towards the shipyard and try and cut off the flow of reinforcements. Though they don't really seem to have any large ships. There seem to be more of a fighter faction. And fighters are not going to do very well against the enormous quantities of flak we brought. Everyone's got maximum flak turrets on all of their mediums, and then they've just got plasma on all of their larges. And the Odysseus Vanguard is probably one of the better destroyers in the game. Well, in my opinion. Guys. That just looks so ridiculous in the background. Oh well, I think we're slowly grinding our way forward.
You're making a big mistake.
Engage. Not good enough.
Will this ever end?
Oh wow. There is a lot of fighters showing up. No wonder my frame rate is screaming. Huh. How are we looking? We're moving at 71 meters per second. Let's drop that to 48. Give everyone a chance to catch back up again. And then we'll just go back out and have a look-see. Oh! We're hitting a starbase from here. We're hitting that building from over here.
Explosion imminent.
Well, you didn't really give you much chance there. God. Yeah. This is kind of what I expected, except for all of the ships milling around not doing anything because there's just too many of them in one sector. Next time I need to split them up into multiple fleets. If I split them up into about 4 smaller fleets, I could definitely use them more effectively. It's just right now they're all so bunched up that all the ones at the rear aren't doing anything. It's pretty though.
Alright then. You asked for it.
I thought we asked for it when we declared war. That was literally the whole point of declaring war, was to ask for it.
Incoming missile. Danger.
That didn't sound good.
Incoming missile.
And that also doesn't sound good.
Danger.
That took out any turrets. Nope. And you know what? Let's do missile defense for a bunch of you for now. There we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go. Hopefully that actually works. I have no idea. Oh my God, there's so many little packets of stuff everywhere. Kind of feel like we should start sucking that all up. We might reverse back through and just pick up that stuff. I mean, I know we don't really need it, but I mean, we can't not.
Explosion imminent.
Since you seem so keen, let's fight.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Danger.
We have dropped to 2 frames per second. Wait, no, we went up to 3 again. God.
Explosion imminent.
Right, let's just stop here for a second and have a look-see at how the world is progressing around us. Lots of explodey stuff.
Explosion imminent.
God, beautiful. There's just shooting everywhere. I can't tell who is shooting who or what exactly is going on, but all I know is stuff is exploding.
Explosion imminent.
And there goes another Odysseus. We're gonna lose a few. The danger is to my CPU. My God. Okay, and we're also sucking up all the boxes that are around us. How are we looking on the boxes front? Oh wow.
Explosion imminent.
I think I know why the computers.
Danger.
Yeah, the reason their computer's chugging a bit. It's all of those fighters. There's just so many fighters. But on the bright side, we're slaughtering them.
Explosion imminent.
And it's taking us a while, but we're slowly but surely working our way through all of them. And once they're all gone, this should be a lot faster. I mean, we could have brought a bunch of fighters ourselves, but then you got to worry about things like replacing them. I think destroyers are just faster and more efficient at this.
Explosion imminent.
That is true beauty right there. Just ridiculous amounts of overkill. It looks just so perfect. I mean, what are they supposed to do? Imagine being a flight fighter and you're flying towards the battle, and this is what you see. I'd be like, nope, 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 nope. I don't care how good of a pilot you think you are. You see that much flak, and you're like, mm-mm. It's like flying into the sun and expecting to survive. Oh, and that's where all the explosions have been coming from. We've sort of accidentally destroyed that place over there. Oh, and when it comes to killing all these guys and collecting all the stuff, turns out this is a far easier way of upgrading your ship. If we go in here under player information and into our inventory, we now have 7 advanced weapon chambers. We only had 1 beforehand. We've now got 12 advanced ship nanoweaves, or is it... Wait, do we want advanced or an exceptional? Okay, exceptional ship nanoweaves, exceptional shield coils, exceptional engine fuel generators. We don't have any exceptional weapon ones, though. I think exceptional weapon ones are only available from quests. Well, that's what I've seen so far. Let's finish off the last of these and then go take out their shipyard. I think we've got most of them now. Let's check the map and see.
I want to go home. That very big mistake.
Yeah, there's still a big batch between us and them, but they have a lot of resources in there, so I say we go over there and start killing them before they produce even more ships. I assume they're never going to stop, so...
Vigor Syndicate, Wharf.
Yeah, let's start flying in that direction. I don't even know where it is anymore. This place is just covered in fire. We are going to charge forward at about 230 meters per second, and we are going to grab everything we can along the way, and we're going to plow through everything that tries to stop us. Our target, Vigor Syndicate Shipyard Wharf. The wharf and their shipyard. Once the 2 of them are down, we're covered. Oh, we also installed a defense platform over here to secure the area. We also installed a defense platform over here to secure the area, and we have a defense platform over here to secure the area. So theoretically, they shouldn't be able to escape. I mean, that was kind of my biggest fear, is that they'd run away and we'd have to deal with them later. But now we just get to charge forward and murder them. And if they try and run away, we get to murder them too. Win-win, win-win.
Really shouldn't have done that.
Explosion imminent.
You're just asking for it.
Explosion imminent.
I am pretty sure this ship is just murdering everything that comes near it. We've eaten a bunch of missiles, but the turrets still seem to be working.
Incoming missile.
Let's see. Attack all enemies. All turrets are armed. Weapons are fully operational. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything to be too fearful of. What I've done at the moment, though, is I've told that fleet back there, that's sitting on its hands doing nothing, to come over here and attack the Vigor Syndicate wharf.
You'll wish you hadn't done that.
And they're starting to finally move.
Danger.
Excellent. We don't really need to do anything except move forward slowly, shooting everything that tries to stop us. And we just have enough firepower to murder everything. Missiles don't seem to actually be doing any damage to any of our turrets or the actual shields themselves. Shields are definitely holding. We seem to be running into a bit of a problem. They're hitting our engines. Yeah, I'm gonna reverse back a bit until we get to some friendlies. I don't fancy losing my engines. It takes forever to repair them up again. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, I forget.
You're making a big mistake.
I'm not making a big mistake, buddy. I'm just reversing up.
You've had it now.
Let some of our friends catch up, repair our engines, and then go kill you guys.
All right then. You asked for it.
Explosion imminent.
Well, there comes the cavalry. About time. We had to plow our way through several hundred fighters to get here, but I'm sure you guys can do some good when you get there. Once we take out that starting shipyard, that should be the end of the fighter swarms. I wonder if our engines can be repaired while we're actually using them. I mean, we're only got a top speed now of 129 meters per second because of all the missiles we took up the tailpipe. Probably should have been paying more attention to that. I like the way they actually targeted the tailpipe, or maybe that was just luck, as opposed to targeting our weapons, which have done very little considering the amount we have. You're just flying in the way of my bullets. Stop standing in the way of my bullets and you'll be fine. The AI seems a bit weird. They keep stopping and starting to get here. I don't know, maybe it was the ships that were attacking them or knocking them out of warp or something, or travel mode. But they tend to be kind of sucky about getting in and getting the attack started. I think they've finally, though, picked up the pace. Excellent. Alright, let's try getting into travel mode ourselves. We want to get a little bit closer. We don't want to be left out of all the fun and games. You can even see them accelerating a little bit as well. Brakes. Brakes!
Will you stop firing?
You guys shut up about that. It's not that I'm like firing at you guys on purpose. Let's get a little bit closer and see what we can manage. Okay. Let's get a little bit closer. I want to start shooting at that station and breaking it down. Yeah, I think we're almost in range to do some serious damage. There we go. And now we can actually fire the main cannon. Namely because you can't hit anything with the main cannon unless it's another capital ship or an actual station. And I'm pretty sure that wharf isn't going to last very long against the amount of firepower we're bringing to bear. Ooh.
Danger.
What's the danger? Oh, we've unlocked 45% hull information on that ship. I don't think it matters too much.
Taking serious damage.
Explosion imminent.
I think that's most of their production capacity done.
Danger.
Nice.
Laser tower Mark 1. Vigor Syndicate Wharf.
Where did that ship
Odysseus.
suddenly appear from?
E.
I feel like that ship just teleported out of the nowhere.
Explosion imminent.
And I'm not even sure where half those explosions are coming from, but I can't really
Danger.
go and look. Oh.
Explosion imminent. Explosion
Whoa.
imminent.
Who's firing all that plasma back at us? And why are they still alive? Oh yeah, you can definitely see a bunch of our ships died. I think they got a little bit too close, and the enemy plasma cannons just rendered them into oblivion. It doesn't matter. We've got plenty
Vigor
more where they came
Syndicate
from.
Wharf.
Hull is down to 40%. That means it's mostly gone. We're just gonna skirt around the outside edges here.
Explosion imminent.
It's a good idea to turn off your HUD so you can actually see what you're doing half the time. Otherwise, you're just... Oh. Yep, there goes another one. Jay, you can see the plasma cannons firing back.
Explosion
Where
imminent.
are they?
Explosion imminent.
I feel like most of the last few minutes has just been explosion
Danger.
imminent, explosion imminent, explosion imminent, and then it's just like stuff explodes a lot. Okay, anything left alive? I think there's enough plasma incoming on every single square inch of this to make sure it's never going to survive. It's into 11% hull. How is it still got so much hull left, even after
Explosion
all of the
imminent.
shooting? You know what, fine. Let's fire a few more rounds of hot plasma right down the center there.
Explosion imminent.
Please tell me this is the last thing on this ship. It's got to be, right? We've blown up pretty much everything else.
Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent.
Awaiting orders.
I think we've done it. Is that the end of it? Yep. It's toast. That just leaves the shipyard over here, and once that's gone, they've got nothing. Attack that, please. What's coordinated attack? Utilize the fleet to attack. Maybe that does something different? Utilize the fleet to attack. Coordinate attack. Go for it. Let's see if this makes a difference and they don't quite chunk up as much. Wow, we still got 95 of them left. We've lost 5 destroyers so far. I don't know if... I think that's a lot, or a little, or... You know what? Let's not care about it too much. We're going to take the premeditated interplanetary neutralization kin, or kingship, or pink for short, and we're going to go over there and murder this now. This should be pretty quick, I think. We've kind of got it down pat at this point. Let's see if we can squeeze in here. Can we? Oh my god, I forgot this thing. Our engines, I think, have been fully repaired. We could squeeze through there, right? Ooh. Yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Close enough. Close enough. I think we're in range. I can tell because of all the screaming plasma and bullets going everywhere. Ooh. I think we may be in range of their guns as well. I can tell because of all the plasma coming towards us, that blue stuff. Move back just a little scooch more and hopefully avoid most of that fire.
Explosion imminent.
My god, we barely touched the place. How could you be exploding already? Oh, yeah, we have incredibly powerful guns.
Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent.
Hey, look who decided to show up to the party. Come on in, guys. You'll make excellent distractions so that we can get in closer to do more damage.
Autonomous distress drone.
Oh, that poor ship down there. I really don't think it came out at the right time. It's a freighter, and it just appeared in the middle of this.
Explosion imminent.
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
Explosion imminent.
Sorry, buddy. It was just not your day to be born.
Explosion imminent.
Let's get a little bit closer and see if we can't get a few more bullets into things.
Explosion imminent.
I don't think anything's going to survive around here very much longer. There's just too much firepower. And all of their fighter screens are gone. I will admit, that was a lot of fighters, though. It made me a little bit nervous for a while. I thought we were going to lose a lot more, and we definitely took a lot more damage than we needed to.
Explosion imminent.
But I think we got this. No. Is this sector claimed by us yet, or... Vigor
Explosion
Syndicate
imminent.
contested. Well, that's okay then. We just have to kill all their stuff, and we should be able to claim this sector as our own. We just gotta wipe out, like, all of their stuff first. Who are you? You want to get over there and help out, buddy? You're miles behind the curve here.
Explosion imminent.
It looks like a weird shoal of fish sort of swimming around. But hey, they did a good job. That's both of their shipyards destroyed. This sector is still contested though, so we're probably going to have to take out some defense platforms and a few other stuff, but honestly that's just going to be more swamping stuff and just destroying them. We have the range with these things to just pound them from a distance, and the only thing they've got that's got any real defenses left is this defense platform. And I think once that's gone, we might even be able to flip the territory to our side, which means people would have to pay us to settle here, and we would be the police in this jurisdiction. Let me just kill this real quick and see what happens. So this is the defense platform, and in the background, you can see the shoal of fish just slowly crawling their way forward. Takes them a little while to get here. But they'll get here eventually, and when they do, they'll start firing, preferably from the opposite side of this thing, so we don't have to worry about them shooting us in the back. Assuming there's anything left. We shred defense platforms incredibly quickly in this ship. This thing's got some serious firepower behind it.
Explosion imminent.
Well, judging by that achievement that just unlocked, I think we just destroyed the last administrative center here. Windfall. Belongs to Dr. Thaddeus Venture. Yes, this is our sector now. We own it. That's why it's gone green. Excellent. And what's all that other stuff? Oh. Damn, that's an interesting way of looking at things. We'll have to go around and wipe out the last of their stuff. But, easy peasy. I think I'll do all of that off screen. That's enough killing for one day. I'm not actually sure how we're going to finish this, though. We've already claimed a sector. I'm probably going to wipe out their other two sectors. They've got one Windfall Horde, which, yeah, there's no ship production there. They've also got Aurora's Dream, no ship production there either, so they can't really produce any ships, meaning it should just be a case of grinding them down. And considering they don't really have any ships to grind down, it should just be a case of flying in and murdering all their stuff. Pretty much a handy afternoon. I think we've hit the break point of the game. It's just, the thing is this, right? We could go back and repair those ships that got damaged. There's a bunch of them here. You can kind of see there. That one there, it's got 16% hull. That one's got 20% hull. Or we could just sell them and buy more and build more ships. We literally have all of the parts to produce about another 100 ships in about 3 hours in-game time. So in 3 hours in-game, maybe a little bit less, we can produce another 100 of these. We've gotten to the point where production capacity is enormous. We could sell ships to the AI, but why, when we could just build all the ships ourselves and crush everyone? If you can produce 100 destroyers every 3 hours, you're just going to swamp everyone. It doesn't matter how much firepower they bring to bear. So I'm not sure what we do with this. I think we've gotten to the point where we're just too powerful? I mean, we could just pick a faction and wipe them out. So, I don't know. Anyone got any ideas? Because otherwise, I think we're kind of done here. I think we have literally crushed everything that can stand against us. I might do a little bit of tidying up just to go through some of the numbers and things, but by and large, I think we've hit unstoppable power levels. Anyway, I'm going to go clear up the last of the Vigor Syndicate. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.
Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent.